Right. Hi guys. Yeah, Naughty Venom. For OBS users, now I know you can only see a black screen at the moment, guys. I want to kind of help you guys out that don't understand OBS very well. So I'm going to add a display capture. Okay, 1 second. Right, as you can see my mouse cursor, if I click on this, it will give me this menu. Now, you can see this red box, yeah, and you'll notice it's a little bit over, and I can move it around. Right, so as you can see now, I'm missing a big chunk. Yeah, if you right click on here and go to transform, what you will notice is you will have a stretch to screen option, which you click on and it will pull it full screen into OBS. So basically you're looking at my OBS now, and I'm sorry that it looks a bit dodgy obviously because it's full screen. You can lock that in place, so this is actually your browser. What you'll notice on this side here is I have starting soon, stream scene, BRB screen, and an end screen scene. So I can switch between these when I need to. So I can switch from my starting to my stream, from my stream to wherever. I've added this scene in because this is the scene I'm actually recording at this moment in time. So now I have my display capture, and let's say this is your game. This is your game capture, which you can actually do, which would be this one. And it says capture any full screen application. You can do this, or you can go specific window, and then you tell it what window you want it to pick up on. Now, for you to do this, you have to have the game open so that it shows it. So let me cancel that for a moment. Now you'll notice I have the game capture at the top. Now I'm going to explain this to you as I go. Now let me just open a game for a second. Right, so we'll open Creative Destruction. Let me bring back up my OBS. Alright, now in my game capture, I'm going to go back to properties. I'm going to specific window, Creative Destruction. Now what you'll notice is it's just jumped right over. So we are going to transform, stretch to screen. Okay, so now you can see the game. So let's lock that in place, but with these you can actually move between. Now what you'll notice is the display capture. If I bring the display capture down, you will see the game capture because I've hidden away the display capture from behind the game. If you want to add a camera or whatever, let me go back to this. Let me just move them back round. I'm going to actually remove the game capture for the moment, actually, because it's no need for it to be in there. So let me just close down Creative Destruction for a minute so I can carry on with this. Now, as long as this is your main screen and you want to put stuff on top, what you'll notice is if you grab an image, let's just say I want, let's say add existing at the moment. You can add from a folder that you've got on your PC when you create new. So you go create new, it'll give you this option, you go browse, and then you look for whatever it is you want. So let's say that one, yeah, I'll put that on. Oh, that hasn't picked it up. Oh, it has picked it up. It just takes a few seconds. Right, okay, so cancel that. Now that's obviously me jumping onto someone with a shotgun. Obviously you can see this is too big. Obviously you can move this around to make it smaller, and you can do whatever you actually want with it. If you want this somewhere on the screen and you think, oh, you know, it's too big, I'll bring it down to this size or whatever. Right, so you want to, let's say this is your camera. If you hold Alt and grab one of these, what you'll notice is you can actually take away some of the image. Yeah, so you can actually like just completely take the image away. So let me bring it up so bigger so you can see it. If I press Alt and then left click, you see it takes away and it leaves a bar or whatever. If I press Shift and left click, Shift first obviously, what you'll notice is I can manipulate the image in any way. I can even turn it round backwards if I wanted to. So let's actually quickly do that. So if I want to turn it backwards, there you go, and then stretch it out. Obviously you can see now that picture is backwards. You can bring it back the other way and then click on it again. But that's what Shift does. Shift makes it malleable, so you can actually move around what you're trying to do. So let me see. Control. Obviously, control obviously doesn't do much, but it does do. It doesn't do anything on that. But if you have a box for your camera, but what you'll notice is the image is above the game. If I bring that below, you can see the red line but no image. So you've got to make sure that that is above, and you put it wherever you want it, and you can lock it in place. When you've locked it in place, look, you can't click on it. So then, hang on a minute, let me just get rid of this, because the next thing I want to show you is related to the websites online. So you go to, hang on a moment, no, not this one, it's actually, yeah, it might be that one. Where is it? Stream Elements. I'll just go through Stream Elements with you quickly. So we go to Themes Gallery and we go, you know, these are your themes. This is something you guys can do as well yourself. So if you're playing whatever it is, doesn't matter what game, we're just going to randomly, right, okay, we'll pick this one, create. So we create it as Call of Duty, yeah, and then we'll create the overlay. Now, when you create the overlay, you have these. Right, so this says Violent Momentum Animated in-game screen. Copy to clipboard. Now, we can bring that down for a moment. Do not close it out or else you're going to be stuffed. Then what you want to do is go to this little add button, go to browser, click OK, remove this line of code, and then paste in the overlay link. Then you want to change this to 1920 and then 1080, and then click OK. What you'll notice is it is huge. So then you just do this, transform, stretch the screen. So what you'll now notice is you have all this and it's on top. Remembering what I said, if you press it down, it's going to hide it. It's got to be above the game. Let's say this is the game capture. You put it above. Now, what I'm looking at here is I think there's something missing from that. So I'm going to go back here, properties, and I'm thinking I am missing 1920. Hang on a moment, let me just go back to the website because I'm sure it's 1920. I could be wrong. But then you can do this with all the others as well. So you've got like animated talk scene, start scene. So you could actually then go, I want the start scene, so I'll take the start scene. Obviously you would create another, hang on, let me get rid of this for a second. You would create another scene here. So starting scene, but then what I'm going to do for this tutorial is I am going to remove this line of code, obviously. And then what I'm going to do is paste in the new one I just got. Okay. So then what will happen with that is it will do this. So this is now your start screen, obviously. So you can lock that in place. And like I've always said, it will switch out. But this is your chat box. Because of the fact that these are so complex when it comes to this website, hang on a moment, a little bit. You have the chance, hang on, let me just get rid of that for a moment so that you guys can see what I'm doing. But you have this website here. stream elements. Now you can do this yourself, yeah. So you can place in these links, yeah, and you can do what you need to with those links. Now, if you want to edit an overlay that you have, so obviously you want to take something out or you want to do something, right? So this let's say this is the one you want to launch overlay. You go here. And once you're in this section, it will give you the overlay itself. Obviously, 1 minute, it's a bit big. Let me just bring that down a bit. Right, hang on. That's showing you what it is basically there in your browser. The other thing you can do is you can go to Overlay Editor, which will put you in this website here. So if you go, because your alert box is here, so you can move your alert box if you want to. You can move all of this, but remembering when you move one bit, you've got to move all of it. Yeah, so that includes the name, the words, everything, and you save here. But you can actually, if you want to, click on there and just go, I don't want the camera window, so that's gone. I don't want that, so I can click on it and just delete it. Just press the delete button. Whatever you can do, and then you just hit the save button obviously and go from there, and basically you can put that in. I'm just going to leave because I'm not going to save that like that, so that I can then go, right, okay, so basically then I can go back to that scene if I want to, and then I can edit anything I want. I can change the bits in it, etc, etc. And once you've done, your overlay URL is there, so you just grab that and place it in. Now, I'm not saying in particular you're gonna like want to use this exact one. There's so many different ones there. So you've got like your widgets. You can add in as well here, which is like alert box, hype boss, media request, countdown, contest, giveaways, store redemptions, etc, etc, etc. Depending on how deep you want to go, you've got all this. Add Halloween spookiness to your overlay with the pre-made spine-tingling images and animations for trick or treat. You can do whatever you want, basically. So OBS itself is a very versatile piece of equipment. If you come in here, let's go to my YouTube channel. Obviously, you guys know my YouTube channel. You can see it yourself. Now I want, I don't know, some music for my stream. So I can type in for this tutorial. I'm going to put in, let's say, a 2-pack, and I want a 2-pack mix tape or mix or whatever. So I go, all right, okay. Oh, there's one for an hour. So I'll click on this.
Are you interested in creating a passive income?
Let's mute this fool for a minute. Right. So then what I can do then is pause the video. I can then take copy video URL as well. Now we can close out of the browser. We can actually add this as a browser source as well. But you see, you don't have to worry about the width and the height. That one. Place that in. Now that'll come up like this.
Don't skip this video. If you're suffering,
as you notice, you can't click on this or anything. It is just a window. So what you do is you click this and you lock it, so you can't see it. It's gone. But if you right click, interact, you get this window, which means that then you can pull this. This is going to stay on top of OBS no matter what. But if you've got a second screen like me, you can drag it off to your second screen and keep an eye on it there if you want to. But as you notice, you've got full control of that. Yeah, and you've got your music, and you've got control over how loud you want it as well. Usually I just keep it at a low enough level for it to just be in the background so I can still hear the game, because you've got to take into consideration this is playing in your ears at the same time. Yeah. So basically you can then click off that. Now if you just want to check the source while you're streaming, you can do that and see it. Yeah, if you want to move it somewhere, you can obviously resize it to whatever you want. You can have it in the, if you wanted it in the corner so people can see what you're listening to, that's entirely up to you. You can leave it there or get rid of it, or so on and so forth. Let me just remove that. Obviously, you can do a lot with OBS, and you've got a lot of things you can use. If you're streaming a game, you're better off using game capture instead of window capture or anything like that. I wouldn't worry about this because you're gonna look and you're not gonna see this. You're not gonna see this in your OBS unless you're going deeper into NDI sourcing, which means that you're using one computer to stream, one computer to play on, and you have the NDI source, and it's a source socket that you have to download separately, which is nothing to do with OBS. It's actually a different company that's created it, and you can actually put that in, and you can actually then source name. So then I say Naughty Venom dedicated output. Now that would be my laptop, yeah, not my PC. That is my laptop. So I would then click on this, and you'd have another one. Obviously, my laptop's not on right now. You'd have two there. One of them is for the laptop. So then once you can send, I won't go too much into NDI sources unless you guys ask for it in my chat. But then you would go to NDI output settings and you would put main output. So then it's main output into somewhere else. Obviously I don't want that at the moment because I'm not using an NDI source. I'm streaming straight from the same computer that I'm playing on. But yes, anything you need to add in, if you just want to add anything like images, whatever you can even add in images like GIF images that move. Hang on, let me try and find one for you. I think this is the one. Yep. So what you'll notice is this is going absolutely off the rails. And the reason that's going completely off the rails is because of the simple fact of the speed I set it, which is not actually as fast as it looks when you put it onto something else, but it is fast on OBS. You've got to remember this is something that is like a GIF image, so it's like just me jumping into a box and shooting someone with a shotgun. You can do anything you want, yeah, with OBS. You can actually do. I've just had a message from a friend actually about Duke Nukem Forever. He wants to get smashed up on Duke, as you can see. That's why he's put DNF. But yeah, any other questions that you guys might have? But then let me just take you into this. As you notice, I have stream chat. If you don't understand why I've got stream chat attached to my OBS, i.e. you go to view, you go to docs, and you go to chat, and you bring up this, and it'll bring up this box. You can also bring up stream information, which will bring up your stream information, which you can update straight from OBS. You don't even have to go to Twitch to do that. You also have other stuff. I wouldn't mess about with these because these are your sources and that down here on the bottom. But what you got is you've got the full. So you got Twitch stats, Twitch activities. So if you wanted to do Twitch stats, that would open up and it would say, there's 297 followers, 287 views. You're offline, you're offline, you're offline. So you can have everything you want. And even when you've got this, you can click that like you can on there and it shows who's... Ooh, I don't know why there's people in my stream at the moment, but that's a bit strange. Obviously they know I'm streaming this afternoon, but this video should be uploaded before that. But yes, this is exactly what you do with OBS. If you need anything else, ask me any questions. You want me to show you anything else to do with OBS. I mean, basically when you switch from scene to scene to scene here, you have this scene transitions. Now you can cut or fade, duration, or you can add a swipe, a slide, a stinger, Lumia wipe, etc. You have settings to go with this as well, which obviously are not working, but it don't matter at the moment. But yes, you have complete settings of everything. Like, so basically I can switch to that and that's what I get. If I switch to my stream scene, that's my stream scene, be right back scene, and then end scene, and then back to obviously where I'm talking to you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can add in anything you need to. You're best off with game capture for game capture, because that is what I use as well, and it's actually the best. You can do anything you feel you want to do. With your camera, you can do this, the Intel 3D camera green screen, if you wanted to, and you can add in a camera with a green screen. Now, obviously, there's no properties available because I have no camera at the moment. This is something I am seriously wanting at the moment. Let me just get rid of this. You can do the green screen with the camera. Right, if you're going to use a camera, you don't have to use this. You can use video capture device, okay, and then tell it what camera you want to use. Now, when video capture device, if you're using an Xbox and like an Elgato capture card, this is where you would come, and you would then click on this and then click the Elgato, which gives you full control over whatever you want to do. You can capture audio only, etc, etc. You've got everything, all your settings. Now you've got custom FPS type if you need it, remembering that OBS does hang on a moment, 60 frames a second. I think it can do higher than that, but at 60 frames a second is perfect for most games. But yeah, video capture device is your camera, and game capture is the other one you want to use to stream your game. But always make sure that your game capture is at the bottom of the list, and anything else goes above. Yeah, so anything you want on top of your game capture goes above the game capture here. Yeah. Any other questions, please? If there is any questions, let me know in the chat, and I will get back to you on those, and hopefully make some more videos, and I will literally help you out with anything else you need to know. I hope this has helped out you people with the ideas of what you can do with OBS, because you can do a lot with OBS. You've just got to understand the full works and dynamics of this piece of software. It is actually an amazing piece. So you can add in anything you need. You can add in slideshow images, and etc, etc. But remember, browser is actually quite a big thing. Now you see with these browsers here, these are my browsers that are from my stream. So if I wanted to, I could add existing and just go bang, and it'll slap it on there for me, and then I just go transform, stretch to screen. Now what you notice is it has actually done it. This is what I'm saying to you. It does stretch to the right size, yeah, of the screen, and I can now remove that because obviously you can only see that. But yes, I can add in anything I need to add in. You can add in anything you need to add in, and if you guys need any more help later, hit me up, and I will